So I'm not gonna lie to you, when it comes to the Golden Globes, I usually overlook it because 9 times out of 10, it's always a bore. But baby, when it comes to the fashion, watching the red carpet was anything but a chore. Let's discuss. Testing, 1, 2, 3. This is the young prince by the name of Beasley. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. I hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. So if you all are new to my channel, welcome to Beasley Says, where we talk about beauty, fashion, LGBT with a dash of T. Follow me, Beasley. I make you laugh for free. But baby, I haven't really been on my fashion tip for quite some time. I mean, really, there hasn't really been any award shows or fashion moments going on. But if you guys are new to the fashion leg of this channel, I usually break up these award show looks, and the category is called hot, or misses. You know, the hot is hot, the is and the miss is an absolute miss, not a diss, but a miss. For time constraints, I'm gonna go ahead and just probably lump the and the misses in together because I have an appointment. So let's get into it, shall we? So starting off, my first miss of the night is from Miss Billie Eilish. She is wearing a schoolboy Mormon ensemble from the brand Really Chavaria, New York. And y'all, I must say, she just looks like an oversized dork. Now, you guys, the thing with Billie Eilish is that I know she's like a junior member of the Big Titty Committee, and those sweater cows are surely sitting pretty, but I just hate how she goes out of her way to just overly cover herself up, and then she just looks depressed all the time. Like, girl, like, you are immensely successful, you're beautiful, got a beautiful face, got a beautiful voice. I've become a big fan of hers. I love her music, especially the music that she makes for these movies. But y'all, she always just looks so just bloated and depressed. Like, girl, why are you depressed? My next miss is Natasha Lyonne. She is wearing a Schiaparelli dress, and baby, you either love this look or you hate it, and I just absolutely hate it. My next miss is Jennifer Aniston, aka Miss Where the Curves At. She looking like a black pencil eraser. Like, I don't like it. This is a Dolce & Gabbana dress, and unfortunately, Jennifer Aniston, you just look a boring mess. My next miss is from Miss Julianne Moore. She put on her jewelry just to go on her Bottega, or whatever, what's her name said. This Bottega dress, like, it could have been good, but it's this area right here. Like, the top of the titty meat. Like, I don't like the way they cut it. I don't like it. Maybe if the titties were bigger, no shade to her, she looks fabulous, but this area just killed the whole look for me. My next miss is from Lily Gladstone. She is wearing Valentino, and you guys, I usually love Valentino, but the whole look is just boring. Just boring. My next miss is from America Ferrera, also wearing Dolce & Gabbana. Now, this dress had potential, but she just looks aged. Like, she just looks like a mom. Like, I know she played a mom in the Barbie movie, but girl, like, it just looks very, very, like, matronly. Like, she still looks pretty, but I just don't like it. Maybe if it was fitted to her body more, then it would have been pretty hot, but for me, it's a miss. Next miss, also from the Barbie movie, is from Greta Gerwig. She is wearing a Fendi dress. And I gotta say, I like the dress, but the gloves and the hairstyle killed it. If she would have just got rid of the gloves and just wore like a slicked back hairstyle and let the dress be the statement piece, this would have been a hot. But Greta Gerwig, love you, boo. You did the damn thing with the Barbie movie, my favorite movie, but girl, miss. My next miss from Lenny Kravitz, aka Mr. I put my hand up on my hip, and when you dip, I dip, we dip. Like, y'all, why does Lenny Kravitz look so damn feminine? Y'all, I hate it. Just absolutely hate it. Y'all, I can finally understand why Lisa Bonet left his ass, because she was probably tired of him taking her clothes. Like, y'all, yeah, Lenny, come on. Is this Lenny or is it Zoe? My next miss is from Barry Cogan. I don't know who this man is. He's a fine white man, I'll give him that, but I don't know who he is. I actually don't know who a lot of these celebrities are, and you know, for time constraints, I'm not gonna look it up. But he is wearing Louis Vuitton from the Pharrell collection. Now, you guys, I must say, for him, it's kind of like stepping outside of the box for a man, so I can appreciate that. And I will say it looks fire on the model that wore it on the fashion show, like the revealing of it. So on him, it's, you know what, let's give him a My next miss is from Emily Blunt wearing Alexander McQueen. Girl, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. I will say though, like, her makeup looks nice. Like, she looks like good from the neck up, but I hate the dress. Absolutely hate it. My next miss, I hate to say, but it's from one of my faves from back in the day that we don't really get to see that often, by the name of Erica Alexander. If you don't know her, she is Maxine from Living Single. Love her down, all the way down, but baby, I can appreciate that it's kind of like, it's giving me like a Nigerian African aesthetic, and you know, she took a risk with this somewhat, but if it was fitted more, it would have looked better, but it's just a miss. And then we have Karen Gillan wearing Iris Van Herpen. Y'all, I don't know what category to put this in, because when I look at it, I love it. And then I see areas of where, like, maybe if she would have got a tan, it would have looked better. Maybe this would have looked better on a darker tone person. Or maybe if she would have, like, did something more with her hair, like an updo. Actually, no, not even an updo. I don't know what it is, but you know what? She took a risk. Dang, it's either hot or What do y'all think? I don't know what category to put this in, because part of me likes it, part of me is just like, part of me is just like, girl, I don't know. What do y'all think about this look? My next is Elizabeth Banks wearing Dolce & Gabbana. If the dress was more fitted at the bottom, I would have loved it. And if she would have did something different with her hair, I would have loved the look. But overall, I twitch. My next is Kaylee Spani wearing Miu Miu. I gotta say, I'm a sucker for the girly look and girly things. I like this dress. Would I would have worn this to the Golden Globes? Probably not, but I don't know, y'all. It's My next look is an absolute miss by the name of Sarah Snook. Now, I will say, this outfit would have looked better on somebody else. And there's no shade to her. She's beautiful. And she took a risk with it, so I'm gonna keep it in the category actually, but I just feel like this would have looked better on somebody else. Sorry, girl. My next is Molly Sims. She is wearing George's Chakra. I put it in the category because I love the color on her and her skin. I don't know how I feel about the pussy flower on the shoulder. My next is Brie Larson wearing Prada. Y'all, I absolutely love the dress. Love the dress. Purple is one of my favorite colors. It looks amazing. I just hate the shoes that she paired with it. If she would have like chose a different pair of shoes, I'm like stirring my words, y'all, but if she would have chose a different pair of shoes, this would have been a hot. The shoes killed this look. My next is Issa Rae. She is wearing Pamela Roland. It just looks too squarish, too boxy, and she has a better body than this. Like, girl, it just ages her. The color looks amazing on her. Like, I love the color on her, hands down. But I just don't like how it's just too covered up, too matronly. My next is Fantasia, who wore a custom Dolce & Gabbana gown. Y'all, I like it from the root chakra up. I gotta keep it real. Like, towards the bottom, I just don't know what the fuck is going on. But like, Fantasia looks amazing. Like, I love the silhouette on her. Gorgeous. I don't like the bottom of it. I just got to keep it all the way real. And then we're getting into the hot category. You guys, I must say, there were some good looks, but overall, like, this is what really stood out to me. Time constraints. My next hot is from the white queen mother by the name of Meryl Streep. She is wearing Valentino, and I like it because it's literally a toss-up between Miranda Priestley and a soft stud. My next hot is Mother Oprah, aka Miss I Love Bread.
This is the joy for me. I love bread.
She is wearing a Louis Vuitton purple dress. You know, she's the executive producer of the Color Purple musical. She looks fabulous. I must say that Weight Watchers is definitely weight watching. My next hot is from the other mother by the name of Miss Angela Bassett, aka the honorary Oscar. Even though I feel some type of way about her getting an honorary Oscar, at least she got an Oscar, but it is what it is. She is wearing a cute and simple Dolce & Gabbana dress. Very nice silhouette, and the titties are sitting pretty. My next hot is Miss Natalie Portman wearing Christian Dior. Love it. Looks like a Christian Dior tote. She looks like a Christian Dior model. Yeah, where the hell has Natalie Portman been? Like, now, I'm not that in tune all the way into like white spaces, but where's homegirl been? My next hot is Miss Selena Gomez wearing Armani Privé. Absolutely love it. I love the whole entire bodice area. I love the color on her skin. I love the shade of red she chose. I love the black accents. She looks good. I gotta give it to her. Selena been looking good lately. I've never seen it for Selena Gomez, like at all, but she has been looking good. My next hot is Rosamund Pike. Don't know who she is, but she's wearing Christian Dior and absolutely looks like a Christian Dior model. I love it. It's giving drama. My next hot is Hunter Schafer. She is wearing Prada. And you guys, I gotta say, when I first glanced at it, I was just like, what in the cobweb mess? But then I looked at it, and y'all, this is art. She looks very like ethereal. Like, she looks like a goddess model. Like, she looks beautiful. I love this dress. I don't know what it is. It's simple, but it hits. It hits, and it's high fashion all at once. My next hot is Heidi Klum wearing Miss Sophie Couture. Love it. She looks like a model Barbie doll. She looks like her Barbie doll. She looks gorgeous. Absolutely love it. Love the red on her. My next hot is Miss Margot Robbie wearing Giorgio Armani. You guys, when I tell you, I always go up for Barbie, and she is wearing a Giorgio Armani dress inspired by the 1977 Superstar Barbie, which I actually own. Y'all, she looks just like this iconic doll, and in my opinion, she is just Barbie to me. She will always be Barbie. She looks amazing. I will say at first glance, I didn't like it. I thought it looked a little cheap because for some reason, like the way she posed that in that first picture I saw, it kind of looked a little off. But then I saw other pictures and I was like, no, this is simple yet hot. And she also wore the black version of it for like the after parties, like the Golden Globe after parties. And Barbie, like in the special edition of this Barbie doll, she also got the black version of this dress as well. Like, here's like a little picture, like, love it. Like, this is the only time I feel like somebody can get away with dressing up like Barbie and it being high fashion, and baby, I'm gonna eat it all the way the fuck up. My next hot is from Rachel Brosnahan. She is wearing Sergio Hudson, and I just love this dress, you guys. Like, it's just beautiful and it's sexy. It's giving Betty Boop without the black face. Absolutely love it. 10s across the board. My next hot is Janelle James. She is wearing Monserio Official. I absolutely love it. I love the drama of the gloves, and I just love the silhouette of the black dress and the high slit. I never really saw Janelle James as like sexy, but she is giving sexy. Looks absolutely amazing. AKA the principal from Abbott Elementary, getting her sexy on. 10s across the board. And lastly, you guys, my number one hot of the night goes to Miss Jennifer Lopez. She is wearing Nicole Felicia Couture. And y'all, I'm a sucker for pink and I'm a sucker for roses. And baby, she just looks like a fresh spring rose. I love this look. Absolutely love it. One thing about Jennifer Lopez, she's always going to give you glow and glamour. Y'all, I absolutely love this look. Like everything, the makeup, The hair, the Hollywood hair, that classic Hollywood side swoop. Love it, love it, love it. 10s, 10s, 10s. So if you guys don't know me, one thing about me, I'm always going to go on a tangent. And I must say, for one, I got to give my flowers and my praises to the Barbie movie, because y'all, I've seen that movie at least 6 times and I cry every single time. That movie it just touches me emotionally. And I'm just happy that they are about to just clean up the whole entire award season. I think they had about either 6 or 8 nominations and they won 1 Golden Globe last night. They won the Golden Globe for the cinematic and box office achievement, which mainly goes to like very high grossing films, and they greatly deserved it because, baby, they cleared this summer from like the marketing, from them being #1 for like what, 2 or 3 months in a row. They tried to get Oppenheimer to go up against it, but there was no way they could even like replace it. Like, Oppenheimer, from what I heard, was boring and basic. But shout out to the Barbie movie. Like, I'm for certain they're gonna get an Oscar, and if they don't, I'm for certain that Dua Lipa and Billie Eilish are gonna get a Grammy for their songs and also an Oscar. But since I got y'all on the line, let me go ahead and talk about the whole entire drama with the Color Purple movie. You guys, the Color Purple movie, from what people are telling me, is one of the best black movies to come out. And it's a damn shame that all of the drama surrounding it is outshadowing the actual performance of this movie, because from me talking right now, they've grossed about $50 million and they had a $100 million budget. So right now they've only brought back in like at least probably a little bit more than half of the film's budget. And the thing is, $50 million may sound like a lot, but when it's up against a $100 million budget, you guys, that's leading towards it being a financial flop. But a sad thing is, a lot of the drama surrounding it was necessary for things to start changing for not only black people in the industry, but black women in Hollywood. Because when I tell you guys, it is absolutely absurd that these women were given like basically like the bare ass minimum, below the bare ass minimum of what is needed to go into production of an actual fucking movie. For one, Danielle Brooks kind of spilled the tea in one of those interviews that they didn't really have any food, and then on top of that, they didn't have their own dressing rooms. Now, you guys, if you don't know, I am signed to an agency and I have been like doing stuff behind the scenes here and there. Having catering at production, that is a bare ass minimum thing to have. Like on a set, especially when you're on the set for like 18 plus hours, baby, that is a bare ass fucking minimum thing to have. And then on top of that, like for the lead actresses, they should have their own dressing room, their own trailer on set. For them to have to like share like spaces, that's unacceptable. And then on top of that, even though Oprah was in the original movie, you know, she signed on to be the executive producer, but she kind of was forced to kind of like step in and, you know, get things done out of her involvement range. But she was called in to get food for everybody, get everybody their own dressing rooms, basically step out of the way on her own dime to provide the necessary things that go into the production of this movie and making these stars feel more comfortable. Y'all, this is absolutely unacceptable. Now, Oprah is a billionaire, absolutely, but as a producer, I'm not sure that that's her job to be providing these bare-ass minimum necessities for production. Like, this was a SAG-AFTRA film, so my thing is, like, all of this stuff within the union should have been provided. Why is it that these black women were given the bare-ass minimum to work with? And then on top of that, the press tour kind of really didn't drive people to go out and see this movie due to, like, the negative things that were being discussed. Even though there were things that needed to be discussed, there was a lot of negativity. For one, Oprah kind of had like everybody giving her the side eye when she skipped out on the press tour for The View. If you guys don't know, well now you know, Whoopi Goldberg was also the star of the original movie alongside Oprah Winfrey. And for some reason back then, it has been a long-standing, like, very low-key rumor that those two were beefing. Nobody knows why, and for the longest, Whoopi Goldberg doesn't even know why. Whoopi Goldberg, I think she questions, like, why does Oprah have a problem with me? Like, why does this lady not want to talk to me? And for Oprah to be on almost every leg of the press tour, but just so happened to skip out on The View, which where Whoopi Goldberg is the main commentator on, that just fuels the rumors that Oprah is just like the princess of petty. Like, girl, what is the problem? What is the problem that you have with Whoopi Goldberg? Is it because she outshined you? Y'all, the most polarizing part of this press tour was when Taraji P. Henson broke down and literally cried about the fact of there's a big pay disparity for black women in Hollywood, especially with the fact that she almost had to walk away from The Color Purple because she knew deep down inside like she deserved more money than what she was given. Growing up, you guys, I would never forget when I saw Taraji P. Henson in that movie The Hair Show with Monique. We're going to talk about Monique in a second. But when I saw her in that movie, I was just like, Now this is me as a little kid. I was like, I know this lady's going to be big one day. And here we are. Taraji P. Henson is an A-list star. Like an A-list star. But it's the sheer fact that, like, okay, she would do these A-list movies, these Oscar-nominated movies, but then around the time she did Proud Mary, and Proud Mary, even though I went out to go support and see that in theaters, I'll never forget that theater being completely empty. And the sad thing is, you know, that was the one time she actually was like the star of the movie, like the sole star of the movie. And in my opinion, that was like the first time in a long time we've seen like a action flick that was led by a black woman. But that movie not doing well let Hollywood see like, oh, see, black women don't sell, they don't sell. And then after that, it's like she had to, you know, work her way all the way back up again. Like she had to build her resume back up again from that flop of a movie. And that's where it led to her getting a pay disparity. Like, you were getting this much for this role, but since you flopped in this movie, now you gotta start all the way back down here again. And that's just a damn shame. And the thing is, this has been something that's been going on for the dawn of time. And as somebody who has like one half of a pubic hair in the industry, like I understand sometimes you have to just take the roles because a lot of stuff isn't really coming in at the time, especially if you had a project that flopped. That's why, for example, I had to go ahead and take a role and be a sexy Santa, having these old little geriatric women sitting on my lap. But sometimes you have to like take the role because that's all that's coming in and you have to eat. So it's like she took these lesser roles and she had to work her way up and she still was not getting paid. And then you have your agency like finger fucking it. Then you have your PR people finger fucking it. And then you have Uncle Sam finger fucking that check. And then bam, you're left with the rest. Scraps. So I completely understand Taraji P. Henson and a lot of these actors' plight. But at the same time, half of me and a lot of the masses kind of lack a little bit of sympathy because for how long were y'all going along with the get along with this? Like, y'all were in Hollywood and y'all were all playing with this whole entire facade. Like, we as the regular people look at y'all and think y'all just had it made. For years and years, y'all just had it made. Like, y'all just looked amazing. Dripped in Dolce & Gabbana, designers, jewels and furs. Like, always at every single party. Drinking the best champagne, tequila, you name it. Just living the high life. But now that Hollywood isn't really Hollywood anymore, it's just like the veil is off. And now we see majority of y'all were living Peter to Post. Like, a lot of y'all were just not even really living on a diet of champagne and toast. A lot of y'all were going broke as fuck. And then on top of it all, at the end of the day, Monique was right. Like, y'all were not standing with her in this fight, and y'all acted like y'all didn't understand her plight. But now, like I said, Hollywood isn't Hollywooding anymore. The checks ain't clearing. And now y'all are seeing that Monique, what she was saying was right the whole entire time. Now, her message back in the day may have come off a little, like, brash and self-serving, but she was literally sticking her neck out on the line and really, like, showing everybody and showing the world that, like, this shit is not what it's cracked up to be, and we as black women and black people are not earning what we are worth. So baby, I will say, when it comes to this industry, it's like you may have your name on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but is it really worth it? Like, is it really worth it if, like, you're just, like, you're on this pedestal just living high, but you're still broke? You're still fucking broke. But y'all, at the end of the day, all the negative stuff out of the way, I feel optimistic in the fact that when it comes to black people in this industry, I feel like we are on the brink of some legit upward mobility and change. Black people, we tend to get complacent. But I like that everybody is really out there using their voice for change. And for anybody that is trying to enter this industry, keep on grinding. Because I honestly feel like you haven't gotten to where you need to be because, baby, like, we are in the process of purging all this evil shit and bullshit out of this industry so that you can come in and survive and thrive. But yeah, y'all, let me know what you guys think about these fashion looks and everything else that I talked about on the books. Those are my views. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to come back at you guys with some more content.